Can I ask you something personal? Think about the most successful person you know personally, not a celebrity, not someone on Forbes, someone you actually know, someone you went to school with or work with. Now, honestly ask yourself, are they the smartest person you know? Probably not. So, what do they have that you don't? I'll tell you exactly what it is, and I promise it has nothing to do with their degree, their grades, or how hard they worked. It has everything to do with one skill, a skill that no school teaches, no university measures, and almost nobody talks about honestly. It's called emotional intelligence. And in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you why it is worth more than every qualification you have ever earned. Combined, here is a fact that will genuinely disturb you. Research from Harvard Business School found that 85% of professional success comes from people skills, soft skills, emotional skills. Only 15% comes from technical knowledge and qualifications. Let that sink in for a second. You spent years of your life and probably significant amount of money acquiring the 15%, and nobody ever told you about the 85. Think about every performance review you have ever had, every promotion that went to someone else, every time you watched a less qualified colleague get further faster. It was never about their credentials. It was about how they made people feel. The uncomfortable truth about every workplace on earth is this: decisions that look logical on the surface are almost always driven by emotion underneath. Who gets promoted? The person the decision maker feels most comfortable around. Who gets the budget? The person who made leadership feel understood. Who gets the opportunity? The person who made the right people feel seen. This is not cynical. This is just honest. And the sooner you understand it, the sooner everything about your career starts to make sense. So, why does emotional intelligence matter more than ever in 2026 specifically? Because of one word: AI. Right now, artificial intelligence can do most of what your degree taught you to do. It can write the report, run the analysis, write the code, build the financial model, draft the legal brief. Everything that used to make you indispensable is now being automated. But here is what AI cannot do: it cannot walk into a room full of fragile egos and make everyone feel heard. It cannot sense that a colleague is about to quit before they say a word. It cannot rebuild trust after a team conflict destroys months of work. It cannot make a client feel genuinely understood rather than just serviced. These things require something AI will never have: a nervous system, a lived experience, the ability to feel what another person is feeling and respond to it in real time. That is emotional intelligence. And in a world where AI is replacing everything that can be automated, the only people who are Truly safe are the ones who have mastered what cannot be automated: human connection. Let me tell you about something called the amygdala hijack. It was discovered by neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux and popularized by Daniel Goleman into love his groundbreaking research on emotional intelligence. Here is what happens. You are in a high pressure situation, a difficult conversation, a public criticism, an unexpected conflict. Your amygdala fires instantly, the part of your brain designed to detect threat, and in that moment, it shuts down your prefrontal cortex, the rational thinking brain, the part responsible for decision making, strategic thinking, and emotional control. Your IQ effectively drops by up to 30 points in seconds. All that education, all that training, all those years of learning how to think clearly, temporarily offline. This is why brilliant people say career ending, things in moments of pressure. This is why highly educated leaders make catastrophically bad decisions when they feel threatened. This is why the smartest person in the room sometimes self destructs publicly over something completely avoidable. It is not stupidity, it is an unregulated nervous system meeting, a high stakes moment with no emotional training whatsoever. And this is exactly what emotional intelligence fixes. Now, let me show you what high emotional intelligence actually looks like in practice. Because most people think it just means being nice, being empathetic, being the person who asks how everyone is doing. That is not what this is. High emotional intelligence is the ability to read what is really happening in a room versus what is being said out loud. It is knowing that when your colleague snaps at you in a meeting, it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with the conversation they had before they walked in. It is knowing when to push and when to hold back, when silence is more powerful than speaking, when the most strategic thing you can do is let someone else be right. It is the ability to regulate your own internal state so completely that no external circumstance can make you react before you choose to. Researchers call this emotional agility, and the people who have it share one defining characteristic. They are almost impossible to rattle. You can challenge them, criticize them, disagree with them publicly, and they will respond with the same calm, clarity every single time. Not because they feel nothing, because they feel everything and have learned to choose what they do with it. That is power that no degree can give you. Step 1. Start noticing your triggers before they control you. A trigger is any situation that causes a disproportionate emotional reaction. Someone dismissing your idea, someone taking credit for your work, someone questioning your competence publicly. Most people just react to their triggers automatically. Emotionally intelligent people have learned to pause between the trigger and the response, not to suppress the feeling, but to choose what they do with it. That pause is everything. Step 2. Get genuinely curious about other people, not strategically curious, not networking. Curious, actually curious. What is this person really trying to say? Beneath what they are saying, what fear is driving their behavior? Right now, what do they need that they haven't been able to ask for? Ask those questions consistently, and you will understand people at a level that most humans never reach in their entire lives. Step 3. Stop needing to be right. This is the hardest one for highly educated people because your entire academic life rewarded you for being right. But in the real world, being right and making people feel wrong is one of the fastest ways to lose influence. Emotionally intelligent people know that making someone feel understood is always more valuable than making them feel corrected. Master these 3 things, and every room you walk into will change. Here is what I want to leave you with. Your degree proved you can learn. Your emotional intelligence determines what you do with that learning in the real world. One gets you to the starting line, the other determines how far you actually run. We are living in a moment where everything that can be automated is being automated. Everything that can be replicated is being replicated. The only thing that remains irreplaceable is a human being who truly understands other human beings. That is not a soft skill. That is the hardest and most valuable skill that exists, and it is available to anyone willing to do the uncomfortable work of looking inward before they look outward. Your education gave you knowledge. Now it is time to earn wisdom. This is the examined life, and this is only the beginning.